we in the game. Let's get it.
Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Heavyweight Commentary proudly brings to you the podcast champions of the world. It's my main man, Mr. Breezy, and I'm your boy, Big K-Dawg, and we are
The Heavyweight Commentary. Woo! We back in the dog pound, Big K-Dawg.
We are.
Yeah. Appreciate you having me in the dog pound once again. What's really going on, man? There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things we need to talk about.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. What's on your mind?
There's been an article that's been floating around about an interview with Becky Lynch.
Yes.
And in this interview, she says that she was informed when she joined the WWE that there was a certain superstar to stay away from. And if you got too close, he would try to sleep with you.
Yes.
And then if he did sleep with you, he would have you blacklisted and you were kicked off the show. Or if he didn't sleep with you, he would have you blacklisted and you were kicked off the show.
Catch 22.
Yeah. So I find it interesting that she's been in the business for 10 plus years now.
Yeah.
And this is just now making its way to the forefront.
You know, I hadn't thought of it that way. I'm interested. Okay, you got me.
You know, she's been, quote unquote, the top female talent for the last 5 to 6 years. Easy. Why has this not made it to the forefront now? Other than the fact that she's starting to fade a little.
Wow. I mean, playing devil's advocate, could it be that it was more of an intimidation thing? Maybe that you couldn't speak on it at a certain level. Now she feels more empowered to speak on it?
I don't know. I just know that, if it was that important to her, why wait until now?
That's a fair point. I mean, you got people like Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Moné, Trinity Fatu, a.k.a. Naomi, who they left based on principle. You have guys like Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
You got multiple talent at some point in time in their career. Cody Rhodes, who left. Get Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, who left on principle alone. So, like, to your point, if she was on that kind of time and she was standing 10 toes down, yeah, why is it now? It's like you weren't standing on principle, but all of a sudden you are?
Yeah, like I said, I just find the timing of all of it curious. I'm not denying the fact that there was people like that.
Yeah.
100%. There's people like that in every place in the world.
Facts.
But I just find it odd that she waits until now when there are stars starting to shine a little brighter than hers.
Oh, wow. It's like that.
I mean, if you think about it, man, for when she first became, quote unquote, the man, she was probably the hottest talent in all of wrestling.
She really was.
And then she started morphing into the big time Becks and double champ and all these other weird things and getting into the dressing really weird and her star or brightness or aura or her shine has steadily started to decrease since then.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think she's doing some of her best work on the mic.
Yeah.
But her in-ring ability is suffering.
Yeah.
It's far behind the level of talent that the girls that are coming out nowadays have.
I mean, you consider how Maxine Dupree came up and just worked with Natalya was working. I mean, steadily increasing to get to a point where she's outclassing someone like Becky Lynch, who's been in this game for a long time.
Yeah, and like I say, I'm not trying to degrade her in or anything. I just it's interesting the timing of it to me. I think that's something to look at as far as why now. It's just timing. It seems awful suspicious.
Well, you know, Big K-Dawg, in the hip hop world, in the entertainment world, and everything, you know, you see all the headlines. Well, one thing I'm noticing is that, you know, people are now more than ever starting to tell stories that used to be unauthorized, taboo. It would be to the point where you were snitching. And now people are just free. And in the wrestling world, you know, people talking about different things that have happened. It's almost like, you know, the Kennedy files, right? It's like for so long it was buried. And for some reason, people believe with enough time and maybe with the right people passing or moving on in whatever different roles, now they're free to talk about it. I guess it begs the question, at what point, if any point, is it free to talk about certain things?
I mean, if it's a big enough deal to you,
Yeah,
you would find a way to talk about it.
that's fair. I'm with you.
If it truly was something that was bothering you, you would figure out a way to talk about it.
Yeah.
If it was that important.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not that important, why would you sit on it? I mean, I don't know. I just want to look at something.
No doubt. I feel you. Because then it starts to look, and even if it's not, it starts to look like storyline gossip. It starts to look like clickbait. It starts to look like a new headline that you're generating to build a buzz. And we never want to assume that people being taken advantage of is that. But unfortunately, things
she debuted in November 22.
Yeah.
So she's been now in the business for 23 years.
Wow.
So
November of 2002 to now, 23 years. Yeah. Wow.
23 years.
Wow.
So it takes 23 years for you to talk about someone in the back when now people talk about whatever, whenever.
And you've got a book already that's been published. Would that not have been a time to disclose certain details?
Yeah. Like I said, I just feel like, I don't know. To me, it seems like, again, it's a grasp to remain relevant.
It would appear that way. It would appear. Because the stories are getting told, and it's almost like time release is what I'm noticing. Things are starting to pop up every so often, and you're like, oh, you know, this name talked about this name or didn't mention this name or alluded to this, and you're like, huh?
I mean, there's another thing going out there now. It was a statement made by one of your favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
Recently in an interview, and it was Bret Hart.
Man, I can't with Bret. I can't.
Did you hear what he said?
What did Bret say this time?
He said he believes that Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon had a sexual relationship.
Oh, dude, it's to the point where Bret is incredulous. He's just, I can't with Bret.
Again, if that were true and all the stuff you've said over the years,
yes,
you wait till now to bring that up.
Oh gosh, that does not help.
Again, it just seems like both cases to me seem like an instance of someone trying to remain in the spotlight. As it starts to fade on their career, they're grasping everything they can to try to stay relevant.
You know what's sad, man, is I really, as a kid, of course, I bought into Bret Hart. I loved the Pink and Black Attack. I just thought Bret was the man, and he proved it in the ring.
I hated him.
I can't blame you now.
I thought he was corny.
I can't blame you, though. As a kid, he was a hero. But you know what they say? It's like they say, don't meet your heroes. And really, it's don't meet the person behind the hero. And that's what I have a problem with, Brett. It's like, dude, you're really hurting your legacy every time you open your mouth. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, man. There's just so much wild talk out there. But you know, I gotta say this, man. I feel like there's influencers out there. One influencer out there right now, and I'm just gonna say the name. It is what it is. I'm wondering if Denise Salcedo isn't stirring some things up right now. And I don't know her. I've only seen her interviews and things of that nature. But Denise Salcedo here recently, especially, has been interviewing a lot of female talent. And it seems like she's trying to really, you know, I don't know if she's prompting it, but she's definitely airing out the smoke. And it's very interesting, some things that she's coming up with. Very interesting, some conversations that she's having.
Is that the girl that had Priscilla Kelly on?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. We talked about Priscilla Kelly last episode. And that's just what makes me think is like, are you bringing certain people on at certain times? And not saying you're trying, but you'll say something like, hey, you don't have to talk about it, but let me ask you this question. When somebody's tender, when somebody's in a position where they're most vulnerable, they left a certain company, and you open certain things up, what's up with that?
Well, in these situations, I think everyone, especially people who are interviewing these stars, they're trying to build their channel.
Facts.
So they're gonna twist and turn and prod and poke and try to get the quote unquote click.
Yes.
The clicks or the views or whatever they're trying to get on whatever platform they're on. And I again, man, you know, Priscilla Kelly seems like a bitter old employee.
Yeah.
And I hate trying to sound like this,
sure.
But it's like, again, man, like, why wait so long? Like, if you're in a company and they make you suicidal, wouldn't you quit that company? Would you just stay there?
I personally, no. Absolutely
Tell me a sane person who would.
Now, have I known people who have had jobs where they felt very, very, very depressed in that job? Yes.
Very depressed
but like that, like you know, like,
and unaliving yourself is that's a seriously big leap.
It is 100%.
And I don't know anybody who would want to stay in a situation where they felt made them want to unalive themselves.
Yeah, that's wild. That right there is, I would hope that you would say, this is not worth it. I would hope that somebody would say that. Yeah. And it also begs another question then. Is WWE really that monstrous? Are they that diabolical? Is it really all that?
Is it all that, or is it weak perceptions of things?
That's my question. Yeah, because it seems like you got people leaving and they're saying, "Man, this was a 3-headed monster. This is a dragon that was after me. I had to leave. I barely made it out with my skin." But during the process, it wouldn't seem that way.
Yeah.
Is it just when you're out? Is it just when you're quote unquote rejected?
Well, as an athlete,
yeah,
there are pinnacles that you try to reach.
Sure.
And you sacrifice a lot of things to reach those pinnacles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will do a lot of things that they normally wouldn't do in order to reach those pinnacles. You'll put up with a lot of stuff. You'll bite your tongue a lot when you really want to say something. But when you get to a point that it's causing you physical and emotional harm,
Yeah,
most people will ask for a way out.
no doubt.
Can you please trade me? Or is there a way I can get out of this contract? I mean, we've seen it time and time again.
Yep.
People have left wrestling and you're like, why in the heck would you leave it? Because it didn't work for them. Now, I can't speak to the dynamics. Obviously, there's a lot of speculation about what goes on behind the scenes at WWE, especially now considering the lawsuits that's going on. And it just seems like if you think back before the lawsuit was brought to life,
Yeah.
nobody was taking pot shots at WWE. But now that that lawsuit has been brought to light, it seems like a lot of people are taking pot shots.
You got a good point. Could it be that it's by design that people are encouraged to down talk the former regime, right? Hey, you know what? Go ahead and say this. Hey, we don't mind you communicating that. Why? Because it makes this past old WWE look bad. And that was under a different regime. Things are different now. But hey, your experience is your experience. And we want you to be able to share your experience. But really, we're trying to point the finger in a certain direction.
Yeah. I think too, like a lot of times people don't realize they look at an athlete, right? And they think, oh, they got it easy.
Yeah.
They get sleep in, their game's not till 7 o'clock. They don't got to be there probably till 3. They could sleep in till noon, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that, man. I know in college football, I had one, I was a coach.
Yeah.
I knew where my players were 24 hours a day.
100%.
For the most part.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there was a little bit of time that they had to freely go and do. But most of them don't have the time to be going out and doing all that stuff. It's a sacrifice.
Facts.
I had a really good friend who was a quarterback for a high-profile D1 college football team, the Miami Hurricanes, during the late 90s, early 2000s, when they were the best team in the country.
Yeah.
And he said every day at 5 o'clock, there was on the door and a piece of paper slid under the door, and it had his day scheduled to the minute, where he was supposed to be every minute of the day.
Facts.
And that happened every single day for 4 years while he was in college. So I can't not only think that, I mean, you have to look at the history of some of these people. They work really, really hard to get to this place.
Yeah.
And then they realize, I've worked so hard to get here, but now I'm at the beginning and I have to work that hard again. And some people aren't up to that challenge.
Facts.
And they let themselves go. They start getting a little chonkier, and in a business where you wrestle in your underwear, your performance is literally in, most of the time, your underwear or a bikini.
Yeah, sure.
Say what you want. It is a looks business.
It is.
There are exceptions to the rule. I mean, you got Piper Nevins, you got Kevin Steen, if you will.
Yeah, no doubt.
Kevin Owens, for those of you who don't know who Kevin Steen is, you got guys like Mankind who were not body guys, but their talent was so unbelievably over the top, it made up for the difference.
100%.
Because, I mean, not for nothing, I mean, Carmelo Hayes should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Exactly.
By looks.
Yeah.
And athletic ability.
Yes.
However, there's something that's just not there with him. And so, I don't know. I guess I say all this to say there's a struggle that sometimes people don't realize. And when you get to the level that you think you want to be at, sometimes you're not ready for the fact that as hard as you've worked to get there, now you have to work that hard again and start over from the bottom.
Well, bro, you make a great point in that I just think everybody's not WWE material.
No.
Because when you're talking about being a WWE superstar, we look at the days of old, we look at how they were marketed, we look at who these guys and now girls are supposed to be, and not everybody's going to be able to maintain the physique, the schedule, the lack of sleep, the physicality. I mean, you put all of it together. Not everybody is that. I learned a long time ago in my own life. I learned in the corporate world, there's a certain level that I just don't want to go. I don't want to be that CEO. That's, I was grinding for so many years, and I never took a vacation with my family, and by golly, I made it. I don't want to be that. Some people, that's exactly who they want to be. It's what they want to do. They live, eat, and sleep. You want to be a finance bro and you want to live that life, that's okay. But some people are not cut out for certain things. I think that's where it boils down to. Case in point, Ricochet just made a post with him and Samantha posing with the new AEW National Championship. And Ricochet says, tagline, WWE never believed in me. And I looked at that and I kind of thought about it. And, to your point, Big K-Dawg, I just don't think that Ricochet was going to pop off in WWE. Now, we all know he wasn't a promo guy. Did he find himself in AEW? Yeah. But I think the environment was more suited to him. Not that WWE didn't give him a chance or WWE didn't believe. I think WWE gave him a lot. But when they gave him the ball, was he able to tuck that thing and run it? Maybe not. And who knows? It could have been the pressure. It could have been the people he was around, what have you. He's flourishing in AEW, but that's, I think, because it's AEW. And it just goes to show not everybody's meant for a certain level.
Well, again, I think you're in a sense, a lot of people don't understand you're comparing apples to oranges.
Sure.
You've got a company who's been in business, what now, 5-6 years?
Yep.
Tops.
Yep.
Versus a company that's been in business for almost 100.
Facts.
The company that's been in 5 or 6 years is looking at what that other guys are doing at the other company that they're trying to compete with. And they're going, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
And the company that's been in business for 100 years has tried and true methods that they know worked. That they know, hey, if we do this, this happens.
Sure.
If we don't do this, this happens. And they know A, B, C, D, E, F, G down the line what they need to do to make their business model flourish.
Facts.
You don't stay in business for 100 years by not. And so I think a lot of people get to the place that they think that they want to be, not knowing how it truly is and not knowing the restraints.
Yes.
And the restrictions.
Yes.
And the guidance and governance that is there. But it's there to protect the golden goose. It's there to protect the thing that made you want to get there.
That's right.
It has nothing to do with you. And if you can learn how to function in that system, then you can flourish.
Facts.
But if you can't, then you do what most people do, is you fall by the wayside.
That's real. Yeah, man. I saw AEW Full Gear. Of course, Ricochet won the national championship, that casino gauntlet match, which was actually pretty shocking. All things considered, everybody who was in that match, the Hurt Syndicate, shout out to Hurt Syndicate, just multiple talent in there. I mean, you had Jet Speed in the match, Kevin Knight, Speedball, Mike Bailey. I mean, you had some great competitors, and Ricochet just happened to squeak that win out. I say, oh my gosh. And of course, Ricochet, gets obnoxious and carries on with that title and whatnot. But I can't help but see something that's happening, and this is what I respect, is you got the Hurt Syndicate, these guys who more or less should be dominating everybody. Ricochet comes with the Gates of Agony. They feud with these 6-man battles and whatnot, these trios matches. And Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, shout out to them. They were so humble because in all of their dealings with Ricochet and Gates of Agony, they end up putting Ricochet over. And I'm like, wow. This whole long-term storyline to put Ricochet over, I think has actually been pretty successful. I see Ricochet as being a talent that can definitely carry a championship. And with his new heel persona, I think it's very interesting that he's going to be squeaking out wins. He's going to be cheating. But he can still pay it off in the ring. He can still do his thing. Very interesting what's turned out, man. I don't know what's next for the Hurt Syndicate. I don't know what's next for a lot of guys in AEW, especially after Full Gear, man. That Full Gear really shook some things up, Big K-Dawg. I'm telling you. Crazy stuff just happened at Full Gear, man. I don't know if you saw much of it or Fallout.
I did not see any of it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Kyle Fletcher dropped the title to my man Mark Briscoe, which I was very shocked.
Really?
Dropped it to Mark Briscoe in a hell of a match. I mean, they had a no-holds-barred. Moxley had no hold. This was a no disqualification match, technically. Blood everywhere. These two guys practically killed each other. And Mark Briscoe came out with the W. Shocked. Mercedes Moné did not get it done with Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander retained the AEW Women's Championship.
Nothing makes me happier than that. The only thing that would make me happier than that would be if Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch retired.
Wow. Here's what I'm wondering, though, Big K-Dawg. Could it be that all of this hoopla, 13 belts, Moné wins every title, could this all be, and this is just me hoping and speculating, could it be that Mercedes Moné is doing all this to put over the AEW Women's Championship as the premier title in women's wrestling? Because her only 2 losses at this point, since she's been in AEW, have been to the respective AEW Women's Champions. Could it be that she's trying to elevate that title to say this is the title of all titles?
Well, we've had this discussion before.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that would be the way to do it. The fact is that she can continue to go to these. I mean, even Booker T said, I'll put my I'll come to Reality of Wrestling. I'll put the belt on her.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's the thing is like, okay, you won 13 belts, but nobody thinks they mean anything.
There you go.
So, like, who cares?
Yes.
I could go. I bought a belt.
Yeah.
I have a belt. We have 2 right there.
Facts.
Technically, those 2 belts don't mean absolutely worth the materials they're made out of.
No cannon.
They don't mean anything. And that's, unfortunately, I think what Mercedes Moné has done to these titles is she's made them mean nothing. Because she didn't do anything to win them. And if I mean, we're not pulling the curtain back here. Wrestling is predetermined.
It is? What?
She didn't go there and really physically fight and beat somebody up and take the title.
She didn't?
No. So, in that sense, you have to see the fact that her going around and touting that she's got 13 belts that most of them just gave her.
You can't lie about that. You can't deny that.
So, is it really special? I mean, everybody wants to compare her to who was it?
Ultimo Dragon. Now they're calling her Ultimo Monet.
Ultimo Dragon fought and won.
Ultimo Dragon is the real deal.
He didn't go and have laydown matches, and he didn't not defend the titles. He defended all of them.
Ultimo Dragon was a bad boy.
And to now, like, I think to me it tarnishes his reputation more than it hurts her by tagging him in the same breath as her.
Yeah, that's a good point, because in wrestling, it seems like now in the modern era, we're breaking records to break records.
Yeah.
We're saying, oh, well, the last person to do that was this. Well, we're going to do this now with a storyline because we can.
Yeah.
And you're like, really?
Yeah, and not for nothing, man. I've never been a super big fan of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But we made this big deal that he held the title for 3,000 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bruno Sammartino held it for 8 years.
You're never going to beat that. You're never, ever. And what they try to do was say, oh, well, he surpassed, I want to say it was like Bruno's second or third reign.
Yeah.
He surpassed that reign. But in total, Bruno Sammartino would never be beat, because you can't do that in today's world.
And again, we talk about the never seen 17. How many times did Ric Flair drop the belt? I mean, there were times in WWE when Triple H and John Cena and The Undertaker and Randy Orton, they were dropping the belt every couple months.
Oh, of course.
I mean, Ric Flair was holding the title for years at a time.
Exactly.
And going all over the country into different promotions and fighting everybody.
Facts.
And yeah, granted, again, we know it's predetermined. We get that. But it was a different time, and like you said, to just now to bring shine, because that's the only way that you can make your talent relevant, because you can't create new superstars like you used to. To the person who's not an idiot, it seems cheap in nature.
Oh, it does. It most certainly does.
Which again plays into the Mercedes Moné thing. It doesn't seem real. It seems cheap.
Exactly. I hope, like I said, I hope that she's putting over the AEW Women's Championship to that level to say, I can do everything but this. And that does make it somewhat more special, more prestigious. You have to be at a certain level to win the AEW Women's Championship. You got to be at the top of the pinnacle of women in wrestling. I like that. Speaking of women champions now, Ying Lee, now I'm going to mess that up, formerly Xia Li, finally captured the TNA Women's Championship, TNA Knockouts Women's Championship, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is a big moment.
I think that they realized, like they did with the North American title, that they put the title on the wrong person.
I knew that was coming. Oh my gosh, I knew it.
I mean, the same thing when they put the TNA title on Trick Williams. That was not the move.
It's a moment.
I don't agree with them with the whole, we're going to send the talent over here to whatever. I don't want to see TNA talent in NXT. I really don't. Unless they're done and they're signing up. I don't like the crossover stuff.
Sure.
I think it's it makes me feel like they think I'm stupid.
The problem is you kind of can predict the outcome, and anything predictable in wrestling becomes stale, becomes, like you say, it becomes what do you call it? The suspension of disbelief is not there.
Well, okay. Let's look at this, and for all intents and purposes, TNA is without a shadow of a doubt a third tier product.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think anybody would argue that.
Oh yeah.
It's a third tier product. Second tier AEW, top tier WWE. just the way it is. Until AEW does something to oust WWE as a top company, they're going to be the second tier company.
Facts.
TNA, GCW, MLW, kind of Ring of Honor,
Yep.
they're all in that kind of third tier level.
Yeah.
I would even put NXT above TNA.
You have to. You have to.
And so you're telling me that for so long was a lower class show.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to tell me that those lower class talent are supposed to be able to compete and win against the NXT brand when you take one of the most dominant champions that you've had in the women's division and you make her a scrub in NXT.
Yeah.
You make her an absolute disgrace.
Oh, sure.
Pun intended.
Sure.
I was so excited for Jordynne Grace to come to NXT.
She's a bad girl, man.
And they have done nothing but make her just job to everyone.
Could it be that it's that whole Vince McMahon kind of idea where they were, to your point, third tier? So now they're stepping up, not into like the big leagues, but say you're going from like a college level to minor leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that you're at this level, hey, kid, the spotlight's really on you. It's hot. And I don't know if you can handle it. I feel like you're kind of trying to play that. And it's like,
yeah, but why would you? Okay. Why would you do that to Jordynne Grace, but you don't do that to Julia, Blake Monroe, Stephanie Vaquer, all these other talents who have came in who were world renowned outside of WWE, including Jordynne Grace. Everyone knew who the Juggernaut was.
Sure.
Who was a wrestling fan.
Sure.
Knew who Jordynne Grace was. And one of the loudest pops when she came out in the Royal Rumble.
You're not lying.
And she goes in the Royal Rumble and she's just slinging people everywhere, suplexing, power slamming, just being a monster.
Yes.
You have her do a cross promotion show and she loses handily to Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, that I couldn't take it seriously.
And then it's like, come on, man. And then did you watch that triple threat match?
Which show? Because her, Roxanne?
No.
Who else? Who that?
The one for the title.
I feel like I did.
The Zhiling Lee one.
Oh, wait, no. I did not watch that match. No.
Jordynne Grace might as well have been a jobber, a local talent that they just signed to come in and just get one or two moves off, and the rest of the time you just get beat up.
I don't think she belonged in that match at all.
It was terrible.
She didn't belong in that match.
And I think that there are people, and it seems to me like they have plants in the audience.
Sure.
To start chants.
Sure.
Because that match was insanely brutal to me.
Yeah.
I can't, there's no way that I would believe that Kalani Jordan would handily beat up Jordynne Grace in a fight.
It's not going to happen.
And to make Jordynne Grace just absolutely just get punished by Zhiling Lee and Kalani Jordan, to the fact that she only had like 4 offensive moves. She did 2 back fists and like 2 power slams or like power bombs, and that was it in the whole match. The rest of the time she got beat up, and the crowd's chanting, "This is wrestling. This is wrestling."
If it's wrestling, then Jordynne Grace should go over. If it's really wrestling.
Yeah, and that's my thing is like some of the chants that they do, it seems like they're curated.
Oh, of course.
But the fans are all into it chanting.
Sure.
And again, I like, because how many times have we been a show?
Yeah.
And someone came over to us and like, "Hey, we got to hype this up."
Uh-huh.
And we start chanting, and then people start chanting.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's what they're doing in NXT.
I could see that.
Like someone that will walk in and stand in the back and be like, "Hey, this is wrestling,"
Sure.
and then get that chant going, saying it enough till somebody else joins in, and somebody else joins in, and then they leave.
Well, you could have talent at the PC, kind of sprinkled throughout the arena. Say, hey guys, let's egg this on. Let's get this over, so to speak.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's oh man, it's so.
Yeah, that's wow.
That match was really, really rough, and I just felt like the whole time that I'm like, why are we cheering this? And I'm sorry, but and call me a hater, whatever.
Yeah.
Kalani Jordan is the most unbelievable talent I think that they've had in a long time.
Oh my goodness.
I don't believe her as a bad girl.
Yes.
It's so unbelievably over the top terrible that I'm like, would you please just shut up? The heat that she draws is legit heat and not heat that you want. It's I hate you.
Yeah.
Unalive, Rocky, unalive.
No doubt.
That's how it feels to me.
Well, I think WWE does it. Sadly, I don't think that it matters to them. Like, whether somebody's like, I just don't want to see this person on my screen and I'm booing, or someone's like, I despise the character and I'm booing. I think WWE just wants that kind
sound. They just want sound.
That's what they want. They want to make a moment. They want to post on social media. So-and-so's getting hated. So-and-so's getting booed, whatever. That's what they're really pushing for.
She was the most unbelievable champion ever.
Yeah.
And the whole, I'm the T champion. Me.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl. Ooh, I wish I was a woman sometimes. I beat the ever-loving brakes off that girl.
But you know what it is, too, though, man? I tend to think they're giving people characters to try to get over, and it's an experiment. And what's sad is that we're watching a lot of young talent being experimented on in front of our eyes. Where it used to be that was dark matches, that was on the road house show stuff.
I think they do that, and they start it in the house shows, and then if they get a reaction, they keep going with it.
But that's the sad part. It's like, hey, man, keep that at the house show.
Well, again, bro, NXT is a quote-unquote developmental program.
It's
because how many of them went from NXT to the main roster and their character was stale because it was a something that wasn't really real to them.
Sure.
Sure. Case in point, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna. It's like the Emperor's new clothes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put this on you, or we're gonna tell you this looks good on you. And it's like, nah, everybody else can see that you're exposed. Like, you're naked. You out here just walking around naked. You're exposed.
And I don't know. And they try to hype her up so much. It's like she does some good stuff. She does some gymnastic moves, and that's cool. Like, there's a lot of stuff that she does that I think is legit. But you can't tell me she's a better talent than Sol Ruca.
I feel you. I have the same issue.
You can't tell me she's a better talent than Fallon Henley.
I feel you.
You can't tell me she's a better talent than Peyton or Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, I could Thea Hale. She's not better than Thea Hale.
Bro, I feel you.
Let's keep going. She's not better than Miss Parker.
No.
Keep naming them. She's not better than JC Jane.
No.
Why do they keep trying to just force feed her to everyone? It's like Roman Reigns 2.0.
There's no doubt. Well, I feel you. I feel the same about Chris Statlander. I can't get past it. I try as I might. I can't get past the fact that you're trying to give me something and tell me this is the heir apparent. This is the guy or this is the girl. They're the future. don't force feed me the future, to your point. Let me just watch them and let me say, wow, that guy, that girl, they're it. They're going to do something in this business. We keep trying to get told who is. Braun Breaker is a great example of a guy who you can see from a mile away with Coke bottle glasses. He's the future.
Yeah.
You don't have to front on him. You don't have to package him. He's the future.
No, just let him be.
Exactly. If the kid just comes out and works, you're like, oh my gosh, that right there, that's it. And you just can't make that in the lab.
Mm-mm.
That's one of the biggest problems. Or you can't get announcers to put them over. You can't put them in high profile matches. You can't do that. You just gotta let them come out and eat.
Well, there used to be a saying, he or she has it.
Yes.
What is it? It is star quality. It is charisma. It is a conglomeration of everything that you need to be a superstar.
100%.
And I think what's happening is WWE and WWE's fans are all drinking the same Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They see this one person who has this ability and they test well, and they're like, oh yeah, they're the next thing. And they tell the fans that, and the fans are like, oh yeah, she's gonna be the next big thing.
Yeah.
And she's really not.
I mean, boy,
for all intents and purposes, how many iterations of Rhea Ripley did we get before we got Mommy?
Now that's real. That's real.
When Mommy broke into WWE, she looked like Kalani Jordan.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I saw her. Honestly, I didn't give her much of a second glance in the Mae Young Classic. I was on Piper Niven, Toni Storm. I was on even doggone the little girl, Kairi Sane, before I was on Rhea Ripley. I was like, okay, cool, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, great. You know, a dime a dozen. That's what I saw.
I had the pleasure of watching her at NXT here in Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
Go through transformations.
Sure.
We saw different iterations as she was evolving the character.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they're trying to make Kalani this character that's just not her.
But we've seen it 1,000 times over.
You know who she needs to be?
Who that?
The bubbly, like Thea Hale type personality that just gets beat up a lot. No, but think about it.
Yeah.
Not because I want to see her lose.
Yeah.
But she's like the bubbly good guy that just never
let him cook.
Never gets the upper hand until one day.
Yeah.
But it can't be like we're just gonna make her you're gonna like her. It can't be like that. She's gotta struggle.
Like, by golly, I almost got him.
Yeah.
You know,
every time.
I got pinned, but I'll get him next time, guys.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I mean, think about Ren Sinclair when Ren Sinclair first came in. Nobody knew who she was. She was very plain, and she lost a lot.
Yeah.
But she started developing personality.
Oh, yeah.
Now she's got the Ren QCC and NQCC.
Yeah.
And she's doing, stuff with Charlie, and now she's with the girl from Evolve, something Gray.
Yeah.
Her name, her
was
first
that Kendall Gray?
Kendall Gray.
Yeah.
Now she's, she's got a character.
Sure.
That fits her.
Yeah.
Adriana Rizzo.
Oh my gosh. Love Rizzo.
How you doing?
Love Rizzo.
It's a perfect thing for her.
Yes.
It's believable.
Yes.
There has been no character that has been Kalani Jordan that's been believable.
No doubt. You know what we lack, though? I think what we lack really, and I don't want to say it's lack. Well, in WWE, it's lacking more. You've got Paul Heyman, but there used to be multiple managers who could take these talent up under their wing and get them over.
Jimmy Hart, Mr. Future, very classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah.
Slick.
Yeah.
There was multiple managers. Now you're either a Paul Heyman guy or you're nothing.
That's it. I think you got to have a manager for some of these talent and get them locked in with solid management.
I think that was great that they put Julia with what's her name?
Kiana James.
Kiana James.
Yeah.
Because Kiana James is really good on the mic.
100%.
She's really good at selling.
Yes.
And she's pretty good in the ring, but she's way better on the mic.
Oh, her whole presentation. She is one who could get some ladies together and say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna be a manager. What have you? PR person."
You know who she reminds me of?
Who that?
She's the female version of MVP.
Not bad. That's not a bad comparison.
She can wrestle. MVP can wrestle.
No doubt.
She can go. She can talk on the mic.
Yeah.
MVP's really good on the mic.
Oh yeah.
And they can put talent around her who's not as great on the mic, aka Bobby Lashley, aka Shelton Benjamin.
Sure.
And let her be the mouthpiece for some of these people.
For her to be PR, for her to be that one, I could see it, man. I could see it. I mean, honestly, who I believe genuinely could really has a career beyond wrestling, has that career in her future is Chelsea Green.
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea Green could really take female talent, take them to the next level. If anything, bring them up under her, like a Kalani Jordan. Bring up some of those, it's kind of like, and Chelsea Green could definitely get them over and be the mouthpiece. It's desperately needed today. There's too many talent that are being handed a mic, and you're like, bro, that ain't. I'm not saying you won't ever get there. I'm just saying you might go from like a 5 to a 7, whereas some guys or girls would go from a 7 to a 10. And it is what it is. Not everybody has that mouthpiece.
Chelsea Green reminds me of an old saying.
Yeah.
She could be covered in 10 pounds of shit.
Yeah.
And come out shining like a diamond.
She's got it. She's got it.
She's got it.
It.
She can wrestle. She can sell. You put her in any situation and she's going to look phenomenal doing it.
She looks amazing.
To me, she is, if not one of the premier talents in WWE and the female roster.
Oh, hands down.
I don't know personally. I can't, the knock on Stephanie Vaquera, she can't communicate to her audience.
It's tough.
Granted, she's doing a great job for somebody who didn't know English when she came here.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job. You can tell she's putting in a lot of work
to
learn the English language. Great. But that still hinders her a bit because she can't rile up the fans for support because she can't talk to them.
Exactly.
If you can't talk to your audience, how do you get your audience behind you?
Yeah. How do you cut that promo and get that point across? Because that's the whole point. Cut that promo, get that next pay-per-view over, PLE over. That's the point.
Well, and not for nothing, but when do people cut promos anymore? Like promo.
Oh, legit.
They don't do it. Most of the stuff is done through backstage vignettes.
I was gonna say it's a vignette. You see it, of course, opening Raw in the segue to either your main event or your first match. But other than that, like to your point, it's not really happening.
It's just it's a lost art, man. And there's no more Ric Flair standing at the desk with the microphone talking about, I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down.
Yes.
There's just not that anymore.
My man.
Or how about Dusty Rhodes standing there talking about when Ric Flair broke his leg and you put hard times on Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
You don't know about hard times.
Oh, my God.
Hard times is when the textile worker worked for 30 years and they give him a watch, kick him in the butt and tell him a computer going to do his job. That's hard time.
Man.
There's nobody that cuts promos like that anymore. even CM Punk is not nowhere near what he used to be on the mic.
You know, you got to consider, man, the game has changed so much to the point where it's a money game, obviously.
Yeah, but that's why there's no stars.
That's what I'm alluding to. Exactly. You got guys and girls saying, I'm going to get my money. I'm going to do my thing. This is what I got to do. This is when I show up. And is some of that the company? I think it is.
Like, oh, yeah, it's 100% the system. But we've talked about that before, is WWE's not in the business to create superstars anymore.
No.
They're in the business, they call them superstars.
Yeah.
But they're in the business to create, like you said, moments. And they don't care. They'll just take this one and put that piece there. Let's put that piece there. Bing, we got that. Okay, you're done. Let's put this piece over here and this piece over there. Bing, that worked. Oh, that worked really well. Let's do that again.
Oh,
Bing.
yeah.
Oh, that worked again. Bing, let's do. Oh, it's still working. Bing. Oh, okay. Now it's getting a little tired. Let's look. Oh, let's put this piece over here. And all they want is interchangeable pieces, and unfortunately, the talent is okay with that. I mean, not for nothing, but John Cena ain't kidding when he was the last real champion. There's nobody, because I mean, he's still cutting promos.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I mean, he said, when he told Dominic Mysterio, wrong night, wrong person, kid.
Facts.
There's no way I'm losing tonight.
Facts.
In this place, there's no way I'm losing.
Yes.
Now Dom is up there.
Dom is the future, man. I keep saying Dom is the future.
You got to understand too. Kid's been in the business his whole life.
He's got to be. It's in his blood.
So I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff that's happening recently, and it's a product of both environments.
Yeah.
AEW creates a certain kind, and they have their niche.
Yes.
It's really and truly like the Monday Night Wars all over again. You have one wrestling show that focuses more on giving great matches, and the other giving great theatrics.
No doubt.
I mean, they had a what was his name? I Show Speed.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I watched it where he went and trained for a day to have a match, and he had a match against Anthony Luke.
And that's I Show Speed's whole brand. That's his character. If you see him, he goes to China and will train for a day in Kung Fu and have a fight. Like, that's I Show Speed's whole thing. He's just doing what guys and girls have been doing on HGTV and History Channel and whatnot, and just makes it relevant for his generation. That's all he's doing.
But to have Randy Orton pull him aside and go, "You have what it takes to be a big superstar here, kid."
He's already a media talent. He has what it takes to be a media personality, which that's what he is. That's what Logan Paul is.
Yeah.
No doubt. But I tell you who's my personal favorite right now. After watching AEW Full Gear, after seeing him for some time, my money's on Kyle Fletcher. I think that this kid, he's probably going to have to slow down some because he's really all gas and he's doing some stuff that'll shorten his career.
And no breaks with it?
He is. But doggone, that Kyle Fletcher, man, is money. And I love from the start when he broke away from Will Ospreay and did that promo where he's shaving his head and he's just steaming. The hatred is in his voice, in his face, and he's shaving his head in the middle of the ring saying, I want nothing to do with Will Ospreay. I don't want to be compared to him. And he broke away and really cemented himself as a whole different talent, switched up the gear, started hitting the gym that much harder, working on his physique, his craft. To me, Kyle Fletcher is gold.
Started hitting the gym a little harder.
I wonder because don't get me wrong now, that kid, he's definitely he's done some things. Let's say he's filled out a little bit.
His supplement regimen is on point.
It must be. But hey, we got War Games coming up real quick. I wanted to run that down with you, Big K-Dawg.
That's tonight, isn't it?
Doggone it. I want to say it's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. Survivor Series War Games, men's War Games match. We have the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes, World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso versus Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Big K-Dawg, who's your pick?
I'm gonna take a nap during that match.
I'm gonna take something. I'm gonna bring my phone to the bathroom.
Oh
my gosh, that's great.
And I don't even know why they have these quote unquote matches for the advantage, because the good guys never win.
You got to book it that way. Exactly.
It's just like, whatever, man.
Are we going to see an upset in this match?
What's the upset?
The upset being the bad guys win the match.
If the bad guys don't win the match, I think it's an upset.
Hey, listen, I'm with you. I like any team that you got Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker. Come on, man. Come on. What's not to love? Because you're just destruction. You want to see those guys come in and destroy.
I think the problem that, and we spoke about this last week, I think the problem that we're going to have with this whole War Games is we watched Blood and Guts a week ago. And when they've showed, to me, the most damning evidence was they showed a side-by-side comparison. It was Megan Bayne versus Nia Jax.
Oh.
And Nia Jax had a chair, and she went to hit Naomi.
Yeah.
And it was when she realized she was going to hit her in the head and stopped, and then she kind of like tapped her on the back with it. And then you see Megan Bayne just throw the chair at the girl and hit her in the face with it, and like Anna Jay and like busted her freaking nose and stuff all up. And it's like
different.
I know that I'm going to get the prior one.
Yeah.
When I want to see the aforementioned one.
Yep.
And I'm going to be disappointed no matter what. Unless they do something radical and allow them to actually have a good match. But I just don't see it being. I don't see it being anything noteworthy.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like the War Games shtick is played out. They need to go back to the regular Survivor Series type matches, Raw versus SmackDown.
Sure.
Elimination, where I'm going to get my 5, you get your 5, and last man standing wins.
Sure.
And I mean, Randy Orton did that and won like 2 where he was the last man standing 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Right. Why can't we do stuff like that and have it mean something instead of just like, oh, you came out and interfered with our match? War Games.
Exactly.
It's the stupidest lead up.
Yeah, if anything, we talked about this before. I think the sole survivor at Survivor Series should get some sort of push. Like, okay, now you have a number 1 contender. To me, I don't care who, when, what. I think number 1 contendership is always a great incentive.
Yeah.
I don't care. Say what you want. I'll say, hey, Sole Survivor, number 1 contender match. Or Sole Survivor gets a future shot at a future date, what have you. Sole Survivor faces champion of their choice. I don't care. I think it's just the easy book. Of course, I've got Cody Rhodes. I'll say Team Rhodes because he's the captain. Team Rhodes winning at War Games. I think it's just kind of the obvious choice, unless they swerve us. That's it. Yeah. Women's War Game match: AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus Becky Lynch.
They should lose. The good people should lose. If the good team wins,
yes,
it's the stupidest thing ever. Tell me the bad team again.
Yeah. Becky Lynch, Women's Tag Team Champions, Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. Yeah, man.
In all reality, and who's going to stop those two? Who's going to stop Lash Legend and Nia Jax?
That's the thing. Yeah, if you book it right, they have to win.
I mean, how can you stop those two?
I-
If you had Jade Cargill on the good team and not AJ Lee,
Mhm.
I could see like there would be a chance.
Yeah.
But you've got Alexa Bliss and AJ Lee. Not for nothing, but they're like 5'2" apiece.
Well, and they even said they've said Alexa Bliss time and time again, 5 feet of fury. They
Yeah.
build her as 5 foot nothing.
Yeah.
So you really heard it.
And then you got AJ Lee. Charlotte's gonna, she's not gonna do anything to get hurt. She's not gonna do anything spectacular. Rhea Ripley is the wild card because she'll bust her daggum head open just to win.
You know who's gonna be, I think, to your point, the wild card, of course, Rhea Ripley. Io Sky is gonna have to top the trash can incident from last year. I don't know what she's gonna do. She's probably gonna dive off the cage again. But there's going to be something that she's going to do. Mark my words, Io Sky will dive off the cage, take out Nia and Lash Legend to neutralize them.
Yeah.
That's the spot. It's just, if WWE book spots like that, I would put money that Io Sky will neutralize them.
I bet you could go on like one of those betting sites like Kalshi where they bet anything. I bet you could bet that you could make that a bet.
FanDuel, whatever it's going to be. Hey, DraftKings. This is not sponsored by DraftKings, y'all.
Yeah.
But everybody, it seems like everybody's sponsored by DraftKings. Yeah, bro. I think the bad team, so to speak, has to win. Intercontinental Championship match, John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. They're running it back. Will Dom reclaim his title?
He should.
I agree.
Because there's only one more appearance after this, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unless and again, here we're talking about things that I really would rather pay money not to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Gunther versus John Cena in the last match. And it looks like that's how they're billing it.
If it's Gunther versus John Cena in the last match, and Gunther wins the Intercontinental Championship, not only does he retire John Cena, but he goes down officially in history as the greatest Intercontinental Champion. He's had the longest reign already. Then he wins his belt back, and he puts that much more prestige on his title.
I don't want to see that.
The thing that I want to see, and I'm betting and praying on, is Brock Lesnar interrupting and John Cena finally finishing his life, his whole wrestling legacy, getting that W over Brock Lesnar. I think that would be the tip top, the cherry on top. Because Brock Lesnar has always been the bully, has defeated John Cena time and time again. And John Cena finally put Brock Lesnar to bed and ride off into the sunset is the way to go. I hope we get swerved.
Yeah, that would take him. What I was going to say, though, is the only way that I would want to see John Cena beat Dominic and carry the title was if he was going to go to the last round and fight somebody like Oba and then drop the title to Oba and give Oba his start. Because again, what are you supposed to do when your last match as a legend? You're supposed to put somebody over, right?
100%.
Why does Gunther need to be put over?
Yeah, Gunther's not that upstart or off to the races to where he needs it. I firmly agree with you. He's not that. It doesn't make sense. I would still love to even see the other way around. I'd love to see Brock Lesnar retire John Cena, only because Brock is the momentum breaker. He ends dreams. That's who Brock is. I mean,
I laugh because there was a a social media meme post that every time a black superstar wins the title,
Yes.
here comes Brock.
Yes.
The doctor of thugonomics was.
He was running with Crime Time at one point.
How fitting would it be?
You know, unfortunately, Brock got a bad rap with that because it was what Kofi, Bobby Lashley.
That was it.
Yeah, for them. Yeah. That's real. No, wasn't it Big E?
Did he beat Big E?
I don't think he beat Big E, but I think that they were lining him up before Big E got injured.
Oh, it could have been.
I believe that was in the works.
Yeah.
Because Brock was on the hunt when Big E had the title. Dang, that's wild. That's wild. Women's World Championship match, Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella.
I'm going to cook dinner during that match.
Yo.
Now, again, like, the worst match that we've had in recent history was Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch.
That was raw.
And not for nothing, but why are you here? Again, talking about somebody that's trying to hold on to a legacy and trying to stay relevant when they should just quietly ride off into the sunset.
We know why Nikki Bella's there. I'm not mad at her. She has been public about the fact that she had to pay alimony. She got to pay. She like Heath Slater. She has a kid, but she like Heath Slater. She got to cover that check. And that brother took her to the cleaners. So we know why Nikki Bella's here.
I know, but I don't want to see it.
I'm with you now. I will say this though. I like the clash of eras like we did with Trish Stratus. You know, and Trish Stratus has been amazing. I like the fact that Nikki Bella is not just some washed up old hag trying to reclaim her former glory. Nikki,
she's not.
She doesn't look that great in the ring in terms of ring ability, but Nikki looks like $1 million. And Nikki does good business, good press. So this is an interesting match on paper, but I agree with you. I don't need to see it in its entirety. I'm with you. I think what a lot of people want to see is Nikki Bella and the Devil's Kiss. I think a lot of people want to see that.
A lot of people want to see anybody in the Devil's Kiss.
That's a fair point. I mean, but
any female superstar they want to see in the Devil's Kiss.
That's a fair point. But yeah, I'm with you. I
don't think it's the person in the Devil's Kiss as much as the person applying the Devil's Kiss.
That's fair too. Stephanie Vaquer for the win.
Yeah.
Stephanie for the win.
That's easy money.
All day long. All day long.
You don't want to bet against that unless you just want to lose money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it would be an absolute shocker if it went the other direction. Literally. Ooh. Literally.
Give me a little.
That's real. Well, we have yet to see it.
You got one more match you didn't talk about.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was the whole card.
Mm-mm.
What am I missing?
MFTs.
Oh, shoot. Oh, you know what? The Survivor Series match. Yeah. We had the MFTs because we got a hodgepodge team. It's the MFTs because they're going to be facing a whole bunch of folks.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Lee, Ray Phoenix, isn't it?
Let me see these MFTs, man. Yeah, I know Dragon Lee, the Lucha Bros for sure.
No, because
not Lucha Bros. I thought Lucha Bros was in there.
I think it's just whatchamacallit, because Penta's hurt. Penta got hurt on Monday Night Raw.
I'll be doggone, man. Everything I see for Survivor Series does not showcase that match. But I remember seeing SmackDown and they were advertised in a Survivor Series style match. Very interesting. Because as far as what is on the table, yeah, it's a little wild. As far as what's out there, even WWE's match card, that's what's crazy. WWE.com's match card doesn't feature that match. I wonder if they're going to relegate them to the pre-show.
Could be.
Yeah, because the official match card does not feature MFTs, which would be crazy because you're talking about the Survivor Series match. That's kind of wild. Huh. Alexa Bliss, think of Bella. I'll be doggone.
They might have pulled it because Penta got hurt.
That may very well be. Yeah, men's war games, women's war games, Intercontinental Championship, women's world championship. And that, yeah, fam.
Unless they were going to do it on quote unquote SmackDown, but SmackDown was is filmed. It's not going to be live tonight.
I'll be doggone. Yeah, man. Because it's funny. You're not crazy though, because I recall that they announced a Survivor Series style match.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Well, one thing is for sure, man. War Games is going to be a spectacle.
Spectacle.
And we have yet to see what is to come. But y'all, I'm going to tell you this. Tune in to Heavyweight Commentary. Of course, we got the weekly podcast. You guys have been rocking with us. Thank you so much for rocking with our content. Our short form content is popping. You guys have been going crazy, commenting, liking, all of that. Our watch hours are climbing steadily. Subscribers, make sure if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, share. If you're watching on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts now, or Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, we're out there, Amazon Podcast, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts, tune in, comment, rate. It all matters. All right. Visit heavyweightshop.com for all your heavyweight merch. And guys, it's
still enough time to get something ready for Christmas.
Hey, you're not lying. You're not lying. So, guys, it's all official. Love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all.
Stay heavy, baby.
Hey, stay heavy.
Hey, we need to